I'm here again, delighted to speak with you a few minutes about a very important topic in the church. Some of you know that this is Charles Caron, and I've now been in ministry a little more than 70 years. And I don't know when the Lord's going to call me out, but I'm going to stay active in the kingdom and in the church until the absolute end. I'm not going to quit early. And as I was saying that in the kingdom and the church, I did that for a reason. And it's an important reason that unfortunately a lot of Christians and especially churches miss. Now I want you to hear me on this. In the Gospels, Jesus spoke the word church only 3 times. That's in Matthew 16:18 and 18:17. You do not find the word church in Mark, Luke, or John. Now, please understand, Jesus loved the church, gave himself for the church. So must you, so must I. And I've done that. Over the years of ministry, I have served the kingdom through the church. But we absolutely must know this. While Jesus spoke the word church only 3 times, he spoke of the kingdom of God about 130 times. Now, why is that important? It's vastly important, and I can tell you why. The modern church focuses solely on itself, not on the kingdom. And it not only focuses on itself, but it focuses only on a fragment of the church. It focuses on its denominational fragment or its little local congregation and nothing on the kingdom. You ask Christians everywhere, what is the difference between the kingdom and the church? Or did Jesus make a distinction? Was one topic more important to him than another? Christians don't know the answer. Well, tragically, Jesus' focus on the kingdom is neglected by the modern church. And I can tell you why. Because the modern church is going to protect itself. Denominations are going tragically to fight other denominations to qualify themselves as being the right one to go to. Now, I'm not against any of the denominations. You understand that. There are people of God in all of them because it's our personal belief in Jesus Christ that qualifies us for heaven, and denominations have nothing to do with that. You understand that. But the tragedy is the modern church focuses nothing on the kingdom and only on itself. And I want you to observe this. Jesus said, "This gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come." He never said that about the church. The church has no gospel. The only gospel is the gospel of the kingdom. And the church is privileged to preach the gospel of the kingdom, but it is not the gospel of the church. And then Jesus said again, "It is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven." He doesn't give that distinction at all to the church. And then he said to Peter, "I give unto you the keys of the kingdom of heaven." He doesn't say that about the church. And he spoke of the kingdom of heaven being at hand. He doesn't say that about the church. Now, my purpose is to clarify a vital point. I love the local church. I love the denominational church. I'm not against anybody in that regard. But I am for the kingdom. And we so-called gospel preachers, if we're going to preach the gospel according to the kingdom of God, that's going to be the focus. We're not going to go out with some kind of specialized, identified little gospel of the local church or gospel of the denomination, because Jesus didn't do that. If we want to be like him, we are going to preach the gospel of the kingdom. That's where our focus absolutely must be. and I'm thrilled that I can share that vital point with you. Identify yourself with the kingdom first, then choose a local church. Don't identify with the local church and neglect identifying with the kingdom of God. All right? Bless you. We'll talk again later. Love you big. Bye.